Good morning from Kentucky. Verse 20 of Colossians chapter 1. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, peace, the absence of war, the absence of no longer being an enemy with somebody. When did he do this? By him to reconcile, and having made peace through the blood of his cross. When was the blood shed? Over 2,000 years ago. Why was the blood shed? For your sin and my sin. What was the blood what was it representing? It was representing God's judgment. God made him to be sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. And it says in Isaiah 53 that upon him, upon Jesus, was laid the iniquity of us all. He was stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. He was bruised for our iniquities. He was chastised. The chastisement of our peace is upon him, and with his stripes we are healed, not treated. God laid upon him our sin, your sin. You may think you're impressing God because you teach the Bible. You may think that you impress God because you gave up smoking, but now you're leading a Sunday school class. No, you just become self-righteous, just like the Pharisees who crucified Jesus, because Jesus exposed them, and the truth will expose you if you're not in Christ. You need to be in Christ, which is to recognize his sacrifice was enough. Skipping on down to verse number 22. You know what those wicked works are in verse 21. Your works. They will not declare. God said, I will declare thy righteousness and thy works. They will not profit you. Isaiah 57. When did he reconcile us? In the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy, unblameable, and unreprovable in his sight. You look at me, you can say, I don't look like I'm holy. I don't look like I'm unblameable or unreprovable. In Christ I am. In Christ I am holy. In Christ I am. See, I'm not depending on my flesh to get me to heaven, because my flesh is nothing, is no good thing in me. But in Christ, who reconciled me by the death of his Son. When you recognize Jesus is enough, when you recognize that your works are nothing but filthy rags, trust him to take you to heaven based on what he did, you'll be righteous.